have a heart that love couldn't find. I used to come and go, no thought of what I left behind. But now, somehow I've grown to see the world through brand new eyes. A better world that you've shown
So Peacock
to
got gold?
me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Could have felt about itself.
When you were gone, felt like the stars were pointless to shine. And my days dragged on without a cause or reason to find. Baby, on my own, I'm just a lonely waste of time that should be spent with you faithfully. So I never wanna live without you, no baby. I'm never gonna live to doubt you. No, I never wanna live without you. Can't live without you. Never wanna live, 'cause you're the biggest part of my life. Wanna build my world around you. Build my world around you. Never make it through without you. All the love you bring to me. I was blind, such a fool, but now I see. Darling, just hold my hand, wherever we are is home to me. And now, this second chance to start a life and family, I thank the Lord and you.
We've been dating for a good 3.5 years.
We first met at Super Bulldog Weekend at Mississippi State. I was at a friend's house. I wasn't going to that college at that time. I was going to Blue Mountain. And we was at a friend's house. They had a house party.
And so I decided I wanted to go down there and just see what was going on. And then I saw her kind of across the room. I noticed her. You know, I really didn't stare at her too much, but I kind of noticed, like, I was just kind of scanning the room, different people in there. And she was just like that one person that kind of stood out to me.
I saw him. I had an eye on him. And I asked a friend, who is that guy? And from there, then we got, mutual friends, started talking and helping us out. And
then, like, she kind of looked at me too. I guess we kind of both gave each other like that mutual, like, glaze almost. And so I noticed her looking at me, she looked at me, but we really didn't go nothing past that. I didn't go over and talk to her. She didn't come over and talk to me. I think we kind of said something to each other then when we met. And so I think it was like a day later or the same day, her friend Antonio came up and told me, would just let me know that, he had a friend that kind of wanted to talk to me. And I was like, okay, well, just give her my phone number. And so I got her phone number. And so we just kind of started texting back and forth there right then and there. So it was kind of, if you let our friends tell it, if you let my friends tell it, she was the one that wanted to get at me. And if you let her friends tell it, I was the one that wanted to get with her. But it was just kind of, it was like, I don't know, random how we met though.
our first date, well, we really didn't have like a first date by ourselves. We always went out with the group of friends and all that. So our first date with a group of friends, as talking, was my 21st birthday. We went to a Mexican restaurant called Mi Hacienda.
At first, we were having so many different group dates, so we never really had a chance for us to just kind of have like one-on-one time. Every time we would go somewhere, whether it be the movies or after, it would always be a group thing. So Valentine's Day was coming up, and I figured this would be my perfect opportunity to like just be me and her. So I decided I would just kind of cook something real nice for her. I actually cooked some, I think it was some chicken Alfredo, and it was funny because it actually turned out being like her favorite thing for me to cook ever since then, and her favorite thing to eat. But yeah, that was our first date. I cooked for her on Valentine's Day. We had lakeside apartment kind of to ourselves, and it was a real great time, I must say. We really enjoyed ourselves.
It wasn't easy at first to fall in love because I just got out of a really bad relationship. So I was trying to guard my heart and really not let nobody in at that moment. But he basically just swept me off my feet and took my heart away. So I would say about 8 months into the relationship. Probably was before then, but I would say about 4, 5, 6 months in the relationship when I finally realized that this is the person that I wanna be with.
Now, I can't say the exact time when I fell in love, but I remember the feeling, I remember that moment. And it was actually earlier than when she think that I fell in love with her because I think I was kind of denying my feelings at first, but I knew when I felt like I wanted to just give her everything, like the world, like I felt like I wanted to just do everything that I could possibly do to just give her everything that I could. And then when I felt that way, and also is when we started kind of going to church together and we started getting a bond that was more than just us, it was with God. And I really felt like that God brought this woman into my life and it really did something to me. It really changed my life. She really I can't even just put it into words. Like just thinking about it, it kind of got my heart beating fast right now. It was just, I don't know. I really don't know the exact moment, but I just know when I wanted to give her the world and just do everything I can for her and make myself a better man and for God, for her, I knew that that was the one.
Well, after we fell in love and been in a relationship for a while, and also we lived together for a while, I was just like, okay, I have a son, we together, you taking care of him like you're your own. Now it's time to just tie the knot. Because like I said, I was in a previous relationship, and I was just like, I done did what I had to do. I done lived my life, so I was ready to be with somebody for the rest of my life. And I say it's probably like about after 2.5 years of the relationship, I think it was time for us to be together forever.
Well, I decided to get married. Okay, I proposed last July. I would say I really made up my mind and knew for sure that I really wanted to take that step and get married was right around March. It was like around the time of my birthday, a little bit before my birthday. And then it definitely got stronger when it got kind of towards my daddy's birthday, and I was kind of going through a rough time because he had died early in life, and then she really helped me get through a whole lot. And it's just I felt like, you know, there was nothing else that I wanted but just to be with her. I was looking at rings online, and I haven't never really made that decision. But when I actually went and got the ring, I knew. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get married. I held on to the ring for a couple of months because I wanted to make the moment special. But
I absolutely believe that this is the right person for me, because as I said before, I really wasn't looking for love, and love just kindly found me. I believe God brought us together for a purpose, and I believe God is going to carry us through until our dying days. So yes, I do believe this is the right person for me.
I proposed at Ballard, I think it was Ballard Park in Tupelo, and how I did it, it kind of all came together just really smoothly. At first, it started off. I was going to propose on Mother's Day. That was my original plan, but I wasn't ready yet, so I kind of pushed it back a little bit, and I came up with the plan to do it on 4th of July. So I knew that I was told by a couple of her family members that they always shoot fireworks and things like that at the park, and so I was like, okay, maybe this is my time, and I wanted to be really something special that we both can remember. So I called up. I first remember just calling up her aunties and calling up different people in her family, just kind of letting them know that this was the day I was going to propose. I was going to do it at this time, and so they kind of did all the work for me of getting everybody together, get them all in one place, and so when we got there, she didn't even realize what was going on. She didn't even realize that all her family members were there. She didn't know what they were there for. I mean, everybody was there on her side, like all her family members. And so she was just as clueless. And then I'm sitting there with this big old ring box in my pocket. And so I'm like, okay, she's gonna know too much. So I had to take the ring out, put it in my pocket then. And so we kind of we went through the whole fireworks show. We was actually trying to get myself on stage, but that didn't work out. And so after the fireworks show, I kind of moved back, got off to the back and got in the walkway. And she thought that I was just trying to get her to get out the way because I didn't want to kiss in front of everybody or something. She thought I was nervous about it. So I got her to the back, and I remember getting down on one knee. And I remember having like this whole speech I said to her, and she didn't hear any of it because there were fireworks going on and there were people everywhere. And so I said like this whole little thing, but she definitely heard "Will you marry me?" And then I was like shaking when I gave her the ring, and when she said yes, fireworks were going off, and as we kissed, it was great.
I always dreamed of a big fairy tale Cinderella wedding. I always wanted the big things, the big old dress, everybody, all my friends, all my family in my wedding. Well, I'm basically getting that, but I don't have the big old poof ball fairy tale dress. I have something very elegant and sweet.
Honestly, when I was young, I really didn't even think that there was gonna be a wedding day for me. I I don't know. When I was younger, one of the things, I didn't never really aspire to be married. I was more aspiring to kind of be successful, be like this engineer or something like that, to make a whole lot of money. I never really had in my life of being married or even having like a family or anything like that. As I got a little older, I did imagine that I would kind of like get married like on this beach or something like that, something exotic, something I kind of saw on TV. But as far as like where I'm at today, I would say it is completely opposite of where I thought I would be when I was younger. I would definitely say that, and that's a good thing, definitely a good thing, as my mom would agree too. So.
But when I was younger, marriage was like, okay, we happy, we love each other, just have a family, have kids, and be married. But now, as going to premarital counseling, I have learned that marriage is basically your commitment to God, and also it's how a marriage is showing you're supposed to portray your marriage as how God loves the church. And that's what I want to do, and that's how I want our marriage to be, to see that God loves us as much as we should love each other.
As far as what marriage means to me, I had my original meaning, what I originally thought marriage meant to me was that it was just when two people loved each other, that they would get together and that, you know, they would just kind of get married and have a family. That was kind of like what I originally thought. And I think that's why it wasn't as appealing to me to begin with. But what I've learned and what I feel like marriage means to me now is that it's a marriage that we have or we're going to have is going to be a representation of church and Christ. And I feel like that I want to do everything I can to please God and to be a better man, and that's definitely one of the main reasons where I got married is that I want to be the Christian person that I'm supposed to be, and I want to marry the woman who I love and who I want to be with, and I want to show the world and the world is the church, you know, that our bond is stronger because we are one under God and that we are following Him. So as long as I feel like we're following Him, I think that our marriage is going to be great.
Well, when I was young, I really didn't have a father figure in my life. Well, I didn't have my father. I had father figures in my life, but I didn't have my father. So I want that girl that says, I want a man just like my father, because I didn't. I wanted, obviously when I grew a little bit older, I thought about, I'm gonna marry Michael Jackson. And then Michael Jackson died on me, so I didn't know who I was gonna marry. So basically, I really don't know. I just was like, well, whoever be sent to me, that's who I'll be with.
When I was younger and I was kind of thinking about the type of person that I would marry, I actually thought that I would marry someone who was just like me. I thought I would marry someone who would be pretty much a complete copy of myself. I thought this person was gonna kind of have like the same, you know, OCD tendencies and just everything how I was. And as I get older and as I look back, I realized that that would not work out. It would not be too good to marry somebody that's just like me. The person I'm married now is just perfect for me because she is her own person. She's very loving and caring. So I think that what I have now is far beyond what anything that I could have possibly imagined. It just the type of person she is just not the type of person that I was even thinking about when I was younger. And I'm glad that I got older and got matured and I finally figured out what it is that I wanted.
Bar, he has a lot of qualities that I love about him. One, that he took my son in like it was nothing. Like he never like say, oh, if it's you and him, then I can't have it. He took both of us in like it was his. And also, he motivated me to keep going to school and keep doing what I was doing as a mother and as a person, because it was time in my life that I felt like I didn't want to keep striving to go to school. It was getting hard. I had my grandma sick, my brother was sick, everybody was like, everything was going on in my way, and I just didn't want to stay there. I wanted to go home and take care of them. But he helped me to stay motivated. He's just a strong person, and he's just willing to give his all for his family and for me and my child. He's just a special person.
Some of the qualities that I like in her was that first and foremost that she's a Christian woman. That was one of my main things that I think was a top priority and why I fell in love with her. Second is that she's loving, she's caring, she's so forgiving. She's that beyond what I can even hope for. Is that, and also she sees things in me that sometimes I really don't see in myself. Is when I'm feeling down or something, she always has words of encouragement for me. She is loyal. Like I feel like she's one of the most loyal people that I know. She cares for her family, and she really feels like family is a big thing. And I really love that about her, because I've always kind of wanted and felt that family kind of environment, and I feel like she gave it to me. She gave some stability to me, and so those are definitely some of the top qualities. And of course, it doesn't help that she's a very beautiful woman. So yeah, those are definitely some of the qualities that make me fall in love with her.
My goals in life, well, first of all, I accomplished one goal. I graduated college with my bachelor's degree. Well, now I'm waiting to get accepted into the graduate school of counseling. I plan on going in the spring, in January, and so that's one of my goals. And basically, I just want to be successful in life and show my son, no matter what, you can do it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. And I just want to be a successful wife and just help my husband be, motivate him and motivate my child, as I said, and just be successful and do what God wants me to do in life.
My goal in life is to first finish up my doctoral degree. I should be finished in about 3 more years, and I feel like that's going to be a great stepping stone into making myself a better man for my family and for God. And I feel like the main thing I want to do is I just want to be a God-fearing man. I want to be a God-fearing, successful man. I want to be somebody who my son can look up to, my future children can look up to, my cousins and other children, the other students that I work with. I want to just be that person that people can look to and turn to whenever they need some kind of advice or need help with something. So that's my main purpose, is to be that person for other people.
Well, the best and fun time that we had, to me, was when we went to Atlanta for our family trip with me and him and my son and our son. And we went for 3 days, I believe.
Yeah, it was 3 days.
We went 3 days, and we went to the aquarium, and we also we got to stay at the Hiltons for the first time. That's my first time, so I felt like a big kid staying at the Hiltons. It was very nice, and that was one of our fun times together.
Personally for me, I agree with her. I say that was one of the best fun times, but I would say the whole time we stayed in Lakeside apartment, we really had a lot of good times there. We were that was kind of like the beginning stages of our relationship. It was just, I don't know, it was just kind of fun, relaxed, laid back. We just kind of went with the flow a lot of the things, and we really enjoyed each other's company. I think it was actually one of the things that kind of had us so strong for each other was just the time we spent there. We was able to spend a lot of time together. I really like that.
Well, the most embarrassing thing with us two, we had roommates. The first time we stayed with each other, we had 2 guy roommates. It was his roommates originally, and the house shakes. So you can finish.
Well, long story short, both of our roommates had a little problem with certain times of the night that the house would shake, and so it would kind of get on their nerves. And one day we was like sitting in the front room with like a bunch of our friends, and I believe it was Jeremy at the time. Yeah, Jeremy kind of called us out on it, and kind of put us out there in front of everybody. We're talking about how the house be shaking and stuff. Cam too. Cam had a hand in it as well. But yeah, that was a little embarrassing. I didn't know, especially even though that they even know that they feel it or even know what's going on. So that kind of made us conscious about it ever since.
Yeah. Our first kiss, I really don't know the date of it, but I remember it was a bet, and if he wins, that he get a kiss from me, because we really, when we start talking, we really didn't hold hands, kiss, or any of that. So I guess that was his way to sneak in to get the kiss.
Well, it was, for me, I had to use the bet to try to kind of get in with her to be able to get the kiss, because the fact that she just made me so nervous. And I felt like I was this real smooth guy who can kind of do a lot of things. And then with her, it just was like, oh, every time I thought about trying to kiss her, my heart would be fast, my palms would get sweaty. So I was like, how can I get this woman to be able to kiss me? And so came up with the bet, and you know, I kind of made it to where I was guaranteed to win. So I knew I wanted that kiss, and so we did the bet. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it kind of worked out in my favor. When ever since that first kiss, I've been wanting more and more, and I just felt like, you know, I don't know, it kind of opened up a whole new world for me after I finally got that kiss. I was able to kind of be more relaxed with her and things like that. So the bet helped us out a lot. Yeah, will help me out a lot.
Well, I already have a son. He's 5 years old, and I got him from a previous relationship. So we still want more, and he take care of my son like it's his home. Actually, it is his home now because we're gonna be one. But I want two more, a boy and a girl. Hopefully, I get my girl soon.
Yeah, I want two more. I originally wanted three more, but I got a chance to see what really children are like. So, okay, I definitely know I only want two more. I want a girl and a boy as well. I kind of want my boy first, then the girl, but she wants the girl first, then the boy. But really it's up to me, so we'll see.
Well, what annoys me the most from Bart is that he gets angry really quick, and I just sometimes just want him to chill out. Like, just calm down, everything's gonna be okay. Like, some stuff you don't have to be all big about it and like get real mad about it. Just calm down and explain what's going on with the problem. And sometimes he don't want to explain, like, at that moment. He wants me to wait or like forever for him to talk, and I just want you to talk right now so we can settle it at that moment. So that's one that annoys me the most about him. But other things is that it's really nothing that really annoys me. Sometimes something just might get on my nerves at that moment, but that's basically it that just annoys me.
Well, as far as what annoys me about her, I mean, a lot of stuff kind of comes with the territory of a relationship, kind of things that kind of get on each other's nerves about each other. But one of the things that does annoy me is the fact that she wants me to kind of talk about things that she wants me to talk about when she wants me to. So it's right away for her, whereas for me, it's kind of later on down the line. So we kind of haven't reached that happy median, is what I would like to call it, between when I should talk about things when she wants me to, and when I talk to her about things. So, and another thing that kind of annoys me, and that she knows this, I'm very OCD about this, is kind of keeping things tidy and neat around the house. I'm very, very picky about that. And so I kind of pick at her every now and then about those things, because it just kind of gets under my skin. I don't know why I've like that. I kind of blame it on my mom a little bit, but other than that, no, there's just things kind of just come with the territory, you know, as far as frustration or whatever, but it's really nothing to stress over.
Our first argument was about me disciplining Joshua. I was very lenient on him. I didn't want to whoop him. I didn't want to take the bottle away from him or anything like that. And then he was like, you need to discipline him or he's just gonna run over you. And I was like, no, I don't want to whip my child, you know. But that was our first argument.
Yeah, that was pretty much kind of like the major thing that we had to kind of tackle. I felt like he was, you know, carry this cup around. He was like attached to this thing. I was like, we got to get rid of this cup. And then it was just, you know, there's a lot of things that he was like kind of getting away with that, you know, most children wouldn't get away with. And I was just trying to get her, and I didn't want it to be me doing the discipline. I wanted to kind of show her, yeah, she needs to kind of, you know, take charge and like let him know that she is the mother and that he's going to respect her. So that really what it came down to was we got in an argument about it, and we got into a couple of times, but I think over time she definitely started to kind of like, you know, understand and learn that there's a time when, you know, you can be your child's friend and give them whatever they want. And at the same time, you know, you need to be the person that they know that they need to respect, and when they tell them to do something, they do it. So I think that was like the first major thing that we kind of got through, and it definitely made us stronger as a family that we are now. So yeah.
She loved him. Like, she was so overjoyed that he was here, and she met him and couldn't stop talking about him. And my whole family, they just welcomed me in like it was nothing, and it was good. Only person that I could say that like was a little skeptical was my Aunt Gayla and my Aunt Sam, because everybody probably was skeptical, but they probably didn't tell me. But everybody just seemed like they was happy. But that's only because of what my past relationship was. But other than that, everybody was happy that I found somebody that I want to be with.
Well, yes, I'm a very lovable person, I must say. But as far as my family goes, She met my mom first and met my mom and my brother first. I know my brother liked her. He's pretty easygoing type of guy. My mom, she really liked her too. She loved her, but my mom, I guess because of me being a mama's boy a little bit, well, kind of starting off a little bit, I think she was a little more cautious. I don't know, she probably was a little more worried that I was going to be taken away from her and things like that, but she definitely warmed up to her a lot. She saw that she was very mature, woman, and she was just the right woman for me because I would talk about it all the time every time I would go home. So she definitely definitely warmed up to her very easily, I must say. And as far as the rest of my family, all of them love her. My aunties, cousins, yeah, they all like her. So.
Well, I feel that our future is very bright. We have came a long way from many things. We grew stronger and stronger together, and I just see us going above and beyond. And like I said, our future is bright to me.
Our future is more bright than a light. It's the sun. I feel like we're gonna be one of those old couples where we're like still together, sitting on a rocking chair, fussing at each other about some crazy things, and just really enjoying life and enjoying our time together, having kids and our children having children. I really just see it all. I've kind of got a glimpse of our future, and I can really only imagine just how far we can go. I think that we're gonna definitely go off on a good path.
I'm known to have a heart that love couldn't find. I used to come and go, no thought of what I left behind. But now, somehow I've grown to see the world through brand new eyes. A better world that you've shown to me. Yes. When you were gone, felt like the stars were pointless to shine. And my days dragged on without a cause or reason to find. Baby, on my own, I'm just a lonely waste of time that should be spent with you faithfully. So I never wanna live without you, no baby. Never gonna live without you. No, I never wanna live without you. Can't live without you. Never wanna live, 'cause you're the biggest part of my world around you. Build my world around. Never make it through without you. All the love you bring to me. I was blind, such a fool, but now I see. Darling, just hold my hand, wherever we are is home to me. And now, this second chance to start a life and family, I thank the Lord and you for this gift to me. So I never wanna live without you. I'll never live without you, baby. Never gonna live without you. Never lived without your love. Never wanna live without you. Oh no. Never wanna live without you. It's part of my life. Wanna build my world. Never make it through without you. No, baby. All the love you bring to
Var, I just want to tell you that I really do love you and I appreciate everything you have done for us. And I just want to let you know that I'm so happy that you chose me to be your wife for the rest of your life and also to bear the rest of your kids. And I just call it a blessing because I really do believe that we was meant for each other. And I love you so much. Thank you for all you do.
My last words to you are that I love you, I always will love you, and that we got this. We're a team, we're a family, we got this. This is us. And also that I better see you walking down that aisle.